One of the certainties of the Team Quadrilla Marble League B-Division is that a Quadrilla Race will be there. Welcome to the second event of the B-Division in Season 4 of the Team Quadrilla Marble League, and we are back at the Quadrilla course after a very frenetic A-Division event of the Quadrilla Race. These teams are certainly going to be watching the previous event, taking notes on what to do and what not to do, because it had it all really. Marbles plummeting off the course, getting in contact with each other, while others getting a good lead in holding and keeping it clean and cruising to victory. Of course, in the first B-Division event, it was the mountain climbers that got the win and balancing ahead of Team Nectar and the Icicles to round out the podium. Still very early days in the B-Division, still 7 events left to do as well as you can and get out of that bottom 4 spot. So, in the first heat, it is Team Nectar, Amber Animals, Hazelnuts and the Deserters. Amber Animals and Deserters start off with the lead in the top funnel. Team Nectar, though, is holding strong in the bottom. They will get into second place. Remember, the top 2 do advance. Amber Animals have the lead. Hazelnuts are contending for second place. Deserters have fallen off the course. Hazelnuts have gotten second place ahead of Team Nectar, and crucially, the Hazelnuts will move on to the semi-finals. Amber Animals never in doubt for the whole race. Here's where Team Nectar has second place, though, then lost it later on to the Hazelnuts. There's where Hazelnuts got into second place, crucially ahead of Team Nectar, and the Deserters, despite being in last, they fell off the course. That will be a DNF for them. Not good for the Deserters after doing poorly in the previous event as well, but the Amber Animals and the Hazelnuts will be moving on to the semi-finals. Now in the second heat, Mountain Climbers, Bacon Brawlers, Rock Pools, and the Nickel Knights. Everest, Rasher, Coast, and Dime in this one. And Dime for the Nickel Knights, top funnel, the only one in the top funnel. All the other 3 are in the bottom funnel, and they've all beaten the Nickel Knights out of the funnel. Nickel Knights round last. It's the Mountain Climbers that have the lead. Close between the Rock Pools, but the Bacon Brawlers just completely slowed down in that section. That means the Rock Pools can cruise to second place. Before that, it was pretty close between the Bacon Brawlers and the Rock Pools for second place. Nickel Knights also, as I say all of that, they fall off the course later than the Deserters, so they will beat the Deserters, but they're another team that did poorly in the previous event and are going to do poorly in this event as well. Mountain Climbers and the Rock Pools, though, are going to be moving on pretty soundly in the second heat. Now in the third, Icicles, Creep Fleet, Celestials, and the Blue Lotus. Creep Fleet with their captain, Blue Lotus with their reserve, who desperately needs something going on with their dead last in the previous event. They're well out in the lead, though, in the top funnel. Creep Fleet in second place, ahead of the Celestials. Blue Lotus are comfortably out in front. Will the Celestials make a charge for second place? They're going to try it. It's going to be close. But the Celestials cannot get there. Creep Fleet will hold on to second place. Blue Lotus and the Creep Fleet are going to be moving on, although Celestials gave it a very good fight in third place. The Icicles in the back, they really couldn't get anything going and had no Carnage or DNFs ahead to help them get into second place. The Icicles will be in last. Blue Lotus and the Creep Fleet, though, are going to be moving on, especially for the Blue Lotus. That is much needed points for them. Now in the fourth heat, Efficient Eggs, Bauble Squad, Pumpkin Patch, and the Heliospheres. Scramble and Squash, the pair of captains in this heat. It's the Heliospheres in the lead in the top, although they get passed by the Pumpkin Patch in the bottom funnel. Pumpkin Patch now comfortably ahead. Heliospheres in second place, though, with the Efficient Eggs in third. Efficient Eggs, though, plummeting off the course. The Heliospheres will cruise to second place, along with the Pumpkin Patch. Pumpkin Patch and the Heliospheres are going to be moving on. Both of those teams didn't do that great in balancing in the previous event, so they're going to be getting decent points here in the Quadrilla Race. Bauble Squad with Tinsel, a very accomplished marble. They're going to be knocked out here and never really had any chance of getting anywhere close to the top 2. So they, at a 16.2 second time, that's a slow time, are going to be knocked out. Pumpkin Patch and the Heliospheres, though, are moving on, with the Celestials getting the best of the rest in 9th. Then it's Team Nectar, Icicles, Bacon Brawlers with Rasher, a big surprise, only down in 12th. And Deserters, the Nickel Knights, very poor results in both of the first 2 events. As we move on to the semi-finals, Amber Animals and the Rock Pools in the top funnel, Heliospheres and the Blue Lotus in the bottom funnel. The Amber Animals, I think, have the lead. No, Heliospheres take it. Rock Pools are off the course. Now the Blue Lotus take the lead ahead of the Heliospheres, and the Amber Animals closing in for second place as well. Heliospheres have just lost everything in this semi-final. You can see here in the replay they are in the lead, and then here's where the Blue Lotus get ahead. Amber Animals closing on them for second place. Heliospheres still have second place at this point, but then the Amber Animals, there's where they take it for them. Heliospheres go from first to third in this semi-final. So the Blue Lotus and the Amber Animals get top 2 and are going to advance to the final. Rock Pools, their race ended as pretty much as soon as they started. So they are going to get a DNF, and it's probably going to be 8th place for them in this event. Now in the second semi-final, Hazelnuts, Mountain Climbers, Treat Fleet, and the Pumpkin Patch. Oh, and some difficulty there for the Mountain Climbers. Pumpkin Patch get ahead of them after the starting mechanism. They take the lead. Hazelnuts in second place, and it's the Mountain Climbers in third. Treat Fleet well off the pace in fourth. Pumpkin Patch and Hazelnuts going to be close. Hazelnuts lose it because of contact with the Pumpkin Patch right at the end there. Hazelnuts contending for the lead. They just needed to get second place, getting pushed aside by the Pumpkin Patch. That allows the Mountain Climbers to get into second place, and crucially the Mountain Climbers are going to the final. Absolute heartbreak for the Hazelnuts. They go from potentially first all the way to third in the semi-final, and they're going to be knocked out along with the Treat Fleet. The Pumpkin Patch and the Mountain Climbers are going on to the final. Unsurprisingly, Hazelnuts do get 5th place ahead of the Treat Fleet. Helios Fierce and the Rock Pools at 7th and 8th. But now, for the final, Bluebell, Everest, Parrot, and Squash for the Blue Lotus, Mountain Climbers, Amber Animals, and the Pumpkin Patch. Pumpkin Patch, good start in the top funnel, and they have a lead. Blue Lotus is pretty close, though, in the bottom. Pumpkin Patch still has the lead out of the funnel, and it's the Blue Lotus. They come together near the center of the Quadrilla course, and the Blue Lotus have taken the lead. Blue Lotus will win the event ahead of the Pumpkin Patch, and the Mountain Climbers hold strong in third place. The Blue Lotus, this is the move that got them the lead and got them the win in this event, and that is going to be great points, going from last all the way to first in this event. The Blue Lotus, the Pumpkin Patch, they were really hoping to get their first gold medal in this event. They're going to get the silver. Still great points for them and their captain. And the Mountain Climbers, their second medal of this season in just 2 events. That's much better than the previous season where they got no medals for the entirety of the Season 3 B-Division. And so after the second B-Division event, the Mountain Climbers, unsurprisingly with their second medal, are still in the lead, 40 points to just 26 for Team Nectar, and the Blue Lotus, 25 points coming from the bottom of the standings up to third place, and the Pumpkin Patch also with 25 points in fourth. Amber Animals rounding out the top 5. The next event will be Pothole Dodging, a brand new event for the A-Division only, and then Block Bumping, another brand new event for both divisions.